Hey you guys, what's up? My name is Erica Ruiz and I am the author of this book right behind me. My story is mine, a look into my past. So I just wanted to make a really quick video here and just remind everybody the reason I wrote this book. This book was not planned. I never in my life ever thought I would ever write my story on my overdose during my teenage years. But when the time came, it just kind of happened. I'm really glad that I ended up publishing this book because it became a book of awareness on overdoses, on teenagers, especially right now with all of those overdoses caused by the fentanyl. Teenagers, kids, people are dying. And I really hope and I pray that this book really helps to save somebody's life. There's only so much that anybody can do, but it only takes one person to be that difference. And honestly, I've learned to be the person that I once wished I had in my life. Whether it was when I was a teenager or even as a grown-up, just kind of going through it. And that's just the main reason why I write the books that I write. Based on my experiences, I write out of my misery and make that fucking change positive. Because that's the best thing that I can do for not just myself, but for like the world, our people, our children, our future, to help and save a life. So I just want to remind people and kids that you don't have to do drugs in order to be a cool kid. You already are a cool kid. Being cool is about you being your authentic self, your realistic self, and share with the world who you are, what you love, what you have to offer. That's the beauty of it. So with that being said, another reason why I love to do these videos is because I love to give voices back to the voiceless. People that are in the shoes that I once was in, but now I'm making the best out of my misery, out of my struggles, is key. And I just wanted to throw that in there, you guys. For those of you guys that have already bought my book, thank you so much. I appreciate it. So I wanted to go ahead and mention that you can find my book on Amazon. If you type my name, Erica with a K, Ruiz, Ruiz, all of my books pop up on Amazon. You can also directly order through me at strongfamilybond.com. And if you guys have any questions, always feel free to DM me. Right now, we're bringing this awareness into the schools, private school settings, Boys and Girls Club, anywhere where teenagers are on site. We want to continue spreading the awareness on how drugs can affect you long term, you guys. Not everybody makes it out normal or alive, and honestly, when I was a teenager, I had the mentality of like nothing can stop me, right? I thought nothing can kill me. And I thought that just going to the hospital, a doctor can cure me. And that's not true. That is not true. A doctor is a human person that can only do so much to help you also. But you never know how you're going to end up. So every time you take a substance, you never know how your body is going to react to it. I wish, honestly, that if I can go back in time, I would have never ever taken that. I mean, I did smoke weed once in a while, but it wasn't even my thing. And when this happened to me, it was laced. I had no idea what the hell I smoked at that time. And it really messed me up long term. I thought I would get better, and I did. Thank God I'm here standing, I'm breathing, and I'm alive. but I have not been the same again ever. I suffer from mental illness. I suffer from flashbacks. Things trigger me and take me back into that moment where I start feeling the same symptoms again. So really, guys, kids, teenagers, think about what you're doing before you take anything that you don't know what it is, unless you're ready to face the consequences of dying or suffering something that you will never be normal again. And I hate to sound that way because I don't want to scare anybody. It's just being realistic with what drugs can really, really do to you and have that effect on you. So I really hope that you think about it. So with that being said, since then, the year 1998, right here, this girl right here, in this picture, I was already recovering. I broke out in pimples and I looked like fucking shit right here. I felt so bad on the inside. I was still hallucinating right there. And you know, everything that I do now, I know this bitch is fucking proud of me right there. This girl right here is thanking me right now for spreading this awareness, honestly. And since then, I've been diagnosed with a manic depression, which is a maniaca syndrome. I have days that I'm really, really up, and then I have days that I'm like unexpectedly, like really, really down and weird. People can think I'm a little bit weird and off, or like I'm mad or upset, but I'm not. I'm just going through it, you know. And then there's days like today. I took a day off of work, but I'm being like very, very chill, and I need it, you know, because my mind tends to also suffer from anxiety, so I tend to like overwind. So when I get into the stages of my manic, I need to slow my roll, and I need to make sure that I'm like communicating with people that are gonna tell me, wait a minute, stop, like you really need to stop and think about what you really want to do right now. Because guys, your life can change from 1 second to another, just like that, like nothing in your whole life is completely changed. So like I said, there's other things that I really suffer from since then. I suffer from a balance disorder since then, and triggers tend to fuck me up big time. So I have to be very careful with things that surround me, people talking to me a certain way, because I can really snap out of nowhere. And it's not funny, but you know, it's a way of me coping through it. So literally, I need to really surround myself with people that are positive, loving, caring, and people that are not gonna like jokingly fuck with me, you know what I mean? Because it can really, really make me snap, and it can really, really just... So that's why I just want to say that this book is very, very dear to my heart, because I keep it very close to me, because it is about me, it is about my life, it is about a very moment that I really thought I would never survive. Like, I literally thought I was gonna stay that way. I thought that I really died. I felt my body really, really leave, like my spirit, if that makes sense. Like, my spirit really jumped out of my skin, and I couldn't get it back. Like, I just felt so lost, you know. On top of that, for a while I was stuck in my brain. Like, I literally was like crying out loud for help. I would talk to God, and then I feel like just nobody could hear me, you know. And I remember feeling like I really wanted to run from that feeling, and I just couldn't. Like, how could you run from your brain, you know? And so on top of that, I suffered day and night hallucinating for months, you guys. Months. It wouldn't go away. And it took me about a whole year to start feeling like I can go out, I think. No, I take that back. It took me like a whole year to kind of stabilize myself. But it took me some months for me to start going out of the house, because I literally felt like the cars were gonna kill me. I felt like people were following me, like they were gonna attack me and kill me. I felt like people were just like looking at me and judging me. So like out in the streets, like when I was in the bus and stuff like that, like I literally would talk shit to fucking people just fucking staring at me. And I didn't realize at the time how much I was putting my life at risk too, you know. But at the same time, it's like it wasn't my fault, because I couldn't understand what was really happening to me. But since then, it's just kind of been a daily struggle. And from that being recovered, I do get triggered from other things happening to me when they do, especially when people fuck me over. It really aggravates and boils me up. And honestly, like, I was not like that back then. Not in that way. Now I literally feel it like in the top of my head and stuff. Another thing that I felt was zapping electricity inside my brain. I can literally hear it sizzling. So those are just some effects that I have to still deal with now.